Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
Welcome back to the Basement Monsters Game Day Podcast. I'm Ivan Vargas again. That's halftime Bucks and the Panthers, 17-17. And it was a great game so far, man. Big plays are keeping both teams in it. I mean, it was touchdown, field goal, and then another touchdown right there at the end for the Buccaneers. And they lucked out, I felt like they caught a break at the end.
Mm-hmm.
They were able to score right there at the end of the half. Big play to Gronkowski. He was it's shades of old Gronk, like healthy Gronk. And that's right now. 40-yard pass to set him up in the red zone. Mike Evans comes through with a big touchdown grab, and you're looking at 17-17. And then, and I said it, and I almost jinxed them, but I said, let's hope with 30 seconds, pretty much, that they could hold them. And let's hope the Panthers don't make a big play, and they almost did. They almost did to DJ Moore down the middle of the field, and it would have set them up in field goal position with 8 seconds left, a chance to score, or a chance to take a shot at the end zone, or a chance to score some points with the field goal, and it got called back. Got called back. There was a field goal to play. DJ Moore's forearm came over the top of the ball. The bottom hand separated from the ball when it hit the ground. That ball separation from the ball on the ground, obviously that's a no catch. The ground allowed the player to catch the ball. It was overturned. The Bucs caught a break at the end of the first half. How do you feel like they're playing so far?
I mean, they're doing all right. I mean, the running game still needs to shape up a little bit. I know Fournette's caught quite a few out of the backfield, but that running game, it has to get going. They're giving Brady a little bit of time, which is fine. But, like we talked about earlier in the pregame, you can't expect Brady to sit back there and just throw it all day long. He's going to have help on the ground. And then the defense, they're doing all right. I feel like the middle of the field is being a little too exposed today. I feel like they need to maybe drop a couple, maybe a middle linebacker, whichever linebacker, drop somebody else back just to help protect over the middle. And I think if they do that, they'll be fine. Yeah,
it's like I said, it's been big play after big play. You got the running game for the Bucs right now. Sitting at double deuces is both Fournette and Ronald Jones, 22 yards rushing for the pair each. So 44 yards total rushing between those two. Ronald Jones is at 3.3 yards a pop, and Fournette is at 4.4. I mean, it's more rushes than you had last week. It's better. You're better off than you were last week. You hope to continue that because, like I said, this Panthers team is right there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I feel like in order for them to really shut out the Panthers right now, they have to come down, score on this first drive after the half, and then they got to play defense, and then maybe come back and get at least another field goal. And if they do that, then I feel like then they could go run heavy and start working that clock.
Mike Davis has 4 carries for 26 yards. He's been doing well. Like, he's done well. 6-yard average on 4 carries. Teddy Bridgewater has been efficient, 14 for 17, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. DJ Moore, as always, has been active, 2 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown. It's going to be fun to watch the second half. Do the Bucs stay with the game plan? Do the Bucs stay true? Because you know what the Panthers are going to do. They're going to try to keep taking those shots. The Panthers take those shots, and you got a guy like Teddy Bridgewater back there. He's going to find a way to continue the play. He's going to find a way not to take the sack. He's going to find a way to get the balls to his receivers or find positive yardage. It's just a matter of, can that defense play disciplined enough And can that offense, like I said, if that offense can run the football for Tampa Bay and manage the play clock, I think Tom Brady, in a sense, the pressure's off of him. He'll have more time because they'll be so worried about stopping his run. He'll have more time to hit Gronk over the middle and such like. It's so far so good for the running game of the Buccaneers, but we saw how quickly they went away from it last week. Hopefully, they don't have that mental lapse and stray away from it this week.
Yeah, no, I mean, Aaron's, he brought it up. He said, that's on me for, making it go that way. They've obviously learned a little bit. They're running it more, but they I don't know. I just feel like they need to punch one in right here off this halftime. When they get the kickoff, and once they do that, they need to hold. And if they can hold them and get the ball back, then that's when they need to go ahead and start hitting that run game heavy and just grinding that clock. Because we've seen more catch balls, and then but I'll tell you the thing that scares me is I haven't seen much of Robbie Anderson, and I feel like it's just a moment of just any second Robbie Anderson's going to go over the top and it's going to be ugly.
You have the three leaders the trio of receivers that they have for the Panthers. I think they all lead the league, and I think they're the top three in yards or something like that in the NFL. They're the top trio in the NFL in total yards and receptions and such. Like, they're a dangerous group, and if you could get both of them going, like I said, DJ Moore, he's just the man. Like, he's just like he's always there. Every Sunday, you could count on DJ Moore being open.
Yep.
You need to go ahead and remember that you got a speedster in Robbie Anderson that can stretch the field. Samuel, he could be a running back or a receiver. He could come out of the backfield if he wanted to. He's the jack of all trades. So they got a talented group there. They got a good quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater. It's gonna be dangerous going into the second half for the Bucs. I hope that they could maintain it for your sake. Maintain the success that they found on the run game. They found it's been little, but they found some success.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to have to, like I said, they're going to have to hold on. And like I said, the thing that scares me the most right now is that Robbie Anderson hasn't really shown his face too much. I feel like, like I said, it's just a moment of time, and it's just going to be like, boom, right over their head, and Robbie Anderson's going to be off to the races. They need to shore up the defense a little bit more. I'd like to see it be a little bit tighter, but like I said, I feel like they also, with Moore getting as many catches as he has and where he's caught them, I feel like they need to drop a linebacker back and just add to a little bit more of that coverage. And I think if they do that, they should be fine. I mean, you could go ahead. I mean, when Samuel has been in the backfield, they've held him pretty much in check back there. He hasn't got any big runs as he has in the past couple weeks. And Mike Davis is just going to be Mike Davis. I mean, you can't. If I'm Carolina, I'm happy as hell that my stud running back is out, and I have Mike Davis, because Mike Davis has shown out since McCaffrey's been on the sideline. Well,
you know what? A big stat in this, and honestly, it could be a little misleading, but it's still as important. And regardless, third down efficiency, the Bucs are at 85%. The Panthers are at 20%. The Panthers offense can't stay on the field, and the Bucs are able to keep that Panthers defense on the field. And look what they're doing. They're chipping away. If that continues into the second half, I think the Bucs end up blowing the Panthers out late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you'd like. That's what I hope anyway. The third down, yeah, I mean, but the thing is with those third downs, it's like it's also another stat I think is like Tampa Bay is like 31st in completing like third downs over 7 yards or something like that. So they need if they are going to continue, because they're not going to be hitting 3rd and 7, 3rd and 11 very often. So what they need to get that, like I said, that run game needs to start, getting in there and giving them 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, something a little more manageable. But I look for Tampa to start taking some shots down the field in the second half, to tell you the truth.
They missed one. They missed one early in the game to Antonio Brown. Tom did. He was pissed about that, classic Tom fit. He smacks himself. He yelled and stuff like that. But he missed Antonio. He missed him. He was wide open in the middle of the field. And he overshot him. First of all, he overshot him, but he threw it to his back shoulder as Antonio's running to the corner. And that was a huge play. You strike on that, and you're off and going.
Yeah.
And maybe that messes with the psyche of the Panthers. maybe the rest of the quarter, the rest of the half, they're not the same type of team because they're worried about you going ahead and outracing them, and trying to turn this into a track meet. But we'll see it in the second half. I think the Bucks have a good shot at putting them away in the third if they could put touchdowns together instead of field goals. You got a touchdown to end the second half. Score if you score here, you stop them, you score again. I say they're in prime position to do what I just said and blow the Panthers out late in the game.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna apply the pressure a little bit more now with their offense. And it looks like Mike Evans is having a pretty good day, so why not start feeding him?
Right, let's do some scores around the league. New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. That game is in the third already. The Giants are up 14-3, and Daniel Jones again taking off to the races. Another big run, touchdown run for him. But actually, we remember him for that Eagles run where he didn't get into the end zone, and he got that turf monster came up and got him. Well, this time he didn't fall. The turf monster was nowhere in sight, and he got into the end zone. The Giants are up 14-3 over the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that the Cowboys or was that the Redskins? Or was that the Eagles the last time? I think it was the last time.
I don't remember who it was, but I do remember the play.
Yeah, I think it was the Eagles the last time that he fell. Anyway, they're up big right now. Packers over the Jaguars 17-10. The Detroit Lions over the Washington football team 17-3. I almost said the other name. The Cleveland Browns 3, Houston Texans 0. And like I said, your game, 17-17, Bucks and Panthers. What do you see in the second half, dude? Like we're gonna wrap things up here, but I feel like the Bucks are gonna hold on.
Yeah, I hope so. Like I said, I feel like Mike Evans is having a good day today. Like I want to see him fed. Mm-hmm. I want to see some. What I'd like to see is him and actually I wouldn't even mind seeing all three of them off to like the left hand side. With Evans, Brown, and Godwin, and let Godwin take the short, Brown like a diagonal, and then just send Mike down the field.
I like the overload. I like the overload with like that power receiver overload.
Right
here, superstar side.
Right.
Who could come?
Right. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I think that they need to feed Mike Evans. I don't know. I feel like he's having a good day today. He had a great over-the-shoulder catch earlier. It was an awesome catch, but I think they need to feed him. And I feel like if they start stretching with Evans, that will allow them to run the ball. And then when it starts getting into the later in the game, and they're up maybe 7 to 3 points, 14 hopefully, but later in the game, then with Evans stretching the field like that, they'll be able to run that ball and work that clock.
Well, hopefully for you. They do that. I just hope for a good game. And I hope that the Jaguars come back on the Green Bay Packers here. I hope that your upset pick of the day, because it shocked the shit out of me when you went Jaguars over the Packers. Because I was thinking like, man, I could see the Jaguars hanging in there, but I could see the Packers and eventually Aaron Rodgers going over the top, Devontae Adams, Scantling, whoever the hell you want to pick. But it's been close so far. A big punt return for a touchdown has kept the Jaguars in the game. 17-10 going to half, but screw those guys. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. This has been the Basement Monsters Podcast halftime report. For Luke Nettles, I'm Ivan Vargas. You've been watching on Sports Zone Chicago. We'll see you guys in the postgame of the Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.